is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and I got a tweet here from the real Laura B, and she starts kind of in the middle here. It's about Io Tillet, Amber's friend, and of course, the Depp vs. Heard case in general. She says, "It doesn't mean Io has flipped sides. It means he has agreed to some compromise with Depp team to provide documents and withdrew his quash request only days after AH filed several motions to join in Io quash motion. But it seems you-know-who is out of the loop." Here's one of the documents that she clips out. "To all parties and their attorneys of record, please take note that pursuant to an agreement reached with counsel for Mr. Depp to resolve the pending discovery dispute, non-party Io Tillet Wright," and they call Io Mr. Wright, "hereby withdraws the pending motion to quash, which was set for hearing on June 1st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. in Department 19 of the above referenced court." Sometimes I skip those little details, but just kept going there. So, Io Tillet has canceled the motion to quash. So now I want to go over some tweets that some people responded to Laura on, and this is from Khaleesi Stark, and shout out to Khaleesi, by the way, for the support on this channel. And she says, "Thank you for always posting evidence, court documents, etc. In the States, it's common for people facing legal charges to make a deal to avoid jail time. I'm speculating, but possible that Io struck a deal, and part of that could be to provide JD's counsel with documents." Again, speculating, but I agree. It's a hint that possibly Io is seeing a different future for this case now that the evidence came out with the body cam, and maybe Io was just thinking like, well, I still don't want to go against Amber, but you know what? I don't really want to be with Amber either. So now Io's just kind of trying to find a space in the middle where he's kind of not taking sides. Or I should say, Io is not taking sides. And the poet says, "I always thought that AH manipulated most of her friends. I don't think they all lied because they wanted to ruin Johnny Depp, but rather because they wanted to help their poor friend who was being abused," in quotations, of course, because we know their allegations. Also, if she's abused by any of them, they may have the same denial, fear JD once had. Great point is why I clipped this out, is because, well, we assume these people and her sister, possibly, hate to say it, is just automatically on her side, but the fact is, she's probably, got them kind of wrapped around her finger, and they're probably scared of her, and she's got big, powerful friends, and they just don't want to go against her. But if they see the fate is going to be worse sticking with her, then of course maybe they'll be jumping ship. And I ironically have a ship in the background. I didn't plan that out, but I guess this works out pretty good. And Leela says here, "Io will never flip sides because Io went too far to destroy Johnny. Io will simply try to escape responsibility like the cabinet, which means that maybe Io will not be on Heard side anymore. I bet he has to find a safety corner where," well, Leela spells turd with Amber Heard's name. I've actually never seen that. Pretty creative. Okay. Let me start again. "I bet he has to find a safety corner where turd cannot make him the fall guy." Yeah, kind of what I was saying before is, Io is going to try to find some space in the middle where Io can get out of trouble without actually going against Johnny or against Amber. But it seems like he's just kind of caught in, rock and a hard place situation. Seems like there's no way out. I call Io Tillet he, she. I'm not even exactly sure. It's not important. It's just some people give me advice and speculate about it. I'm just going to say whatever comes out, basically. It's just obviously a non-issue involving this case. And, the thing is, Io has been on Amber's side for a really long time now. Io has fought nail and tooth on Twitter and Instagram and I think even YouTube a few times, hinting how Amber is not this abuser and the whole Johnny crowd are just sick people online. And Io has said things to the extent like, well, I know Johnny Depp personally, and none of you all know Johnny Depp personally, so that means the evidence that you guys got is misinformation. So I kind of find it funny right now that Io is kind of getting a little scared, changing course a little bit. Like Laura B says here, it's not a full flip, it's not a full 180, but it sure is a sign that something's changing in Io's mind. And that's also kind of a sign that maybe something might actually happen to you-know-who. Anyway, you guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, and you've considered it, and you still don't want to subscribe, well, I guess I'll be pretty sad. But I'll get over it. See you next time.